And welcome back to part two of our transformation of a £1 toy into dog meat. So what we're going to do this episode, well, we're going to build a tree and we're going to learn a new technique called paint chipping. So let's have a look at these little bits. Now this part here, you see now it's all shiny and glossy. I've coated this in Pledge 2 times more shine floor wax. It's actually an acrylic varnish. And the reason we've done this is we want to protect what's underneath it, the rusty colours we've already put on. Okay, because what we're going to do with it now it's dried, leave it to dry. Some of this, the cheapest hairspray you can get your hands on. It's one of those weird things in life where the cheaper the better. And literally just give it a spray. Not near your face though. Just give it a good spray, hairspray, and then leave it to one side to dry. And then later on we'll put some paint on that and we'll show you how we do paint chipping with hairspray. Right then, so the first thing we want to do is clear the area. We're going to be doing work. Move Dogmeat out of the way. And the bits and pieces that we've already rusted up. And let's start on the tray. That's the wire armature we made in the last episode. That's wire wool. And this stuff is great. This is DAS air clay. It's an air drying clay. Now, the secret of this stuff is don't let it dry out before you even open that, because it's a £4 thing. Alright, it's a kilo, I believe, and it's £4, which when we're on a £20 budget, it's nearly a quarter of a budget. Before you even open it, get yourself one of these, a Ziploc freezer bag, because once we've opened this we don't want the air to get to it again, and that's the best way of doing it. Let's put it in an airtight Ziploc bag. So let's get this open. Because I've got my bag, so I'm alright. It's not going to be wasted. I'm only going to use a bit of this. You'd be surprised how little. This goes a long way, this dash stuff. It's great. Messy though. Messy on your fingers. You're not going to get messy doing this. That's part of the fun of it, isn't it? Right, let's get it open. Nice and soft. Work it. Not already. Orange hands already. Right, you want to take little bits. And you literally push it into the metal, into the wire, and work it all the way around it. Now, if you wet your finger, it also helps. And if I'd have been as organised as I always am, I'd have had a little pot of water. So we're literally just going to cover this little tree. Actually, it's more like a bush really, a sapling. Really in the air clay. Now don't worry about doing the roots bad, because we're going to mount it using the air clay. So thin it out, get it nice and thin, and literally just squidge it on there. Now it's up to you whether you want to make this as smooth as you like or as gnarly. I like what's a good word, gnarly. Make the branches as gnarly as you want. It's up to you. All you're doing is just putting a coating on it. So literally just cover it. Right. Do you want to sit here watching me doing this for like the next 20 minutes. No, we don't do it. So that's the basic idea. You get the gist of it? Right. Well, we've got a time machine. Well, you've got a time machine. I haven't. And I'll see you in a minute when that bit's sorted. Because it's time machine, see? Right. What we're going to do now? I've taken our picture frame. We're going to use our 2 for £1 from the pound shop. And we'll put the tree sort of in the corner. Right, so we can get dog meat. We can put him there, and it's be a nice little backdrop when we've got all the bits of rusty metal and that he's going to be standing on. So, how do we do it now? We get the rest of our, not the rest of it, our DAS, and we start pushing it. And push it and move it, and squidge it. And get it up to the frame. Once you've masked it, it's very easy to take off later. We'll just run down it with a craft knife. Squidge it out, get some water on it. Get some more on there. And it's literally just covering the base. Now what you want to do then is a bit around the roots, so you still see the shape. Because if you look in nature, you look at the base of a tree, the stump doesn't, the wood doesn't just disappear in the ground. You actually see a lot of times where the roots are. So you want to try and emulate that. So you know, for that world. You've got a root there and a root there, and a root behind it. Just sculpt it with your fingers, get your fingers wet. You can make it as rough or smooth, or it's your model, it's your diorama, it's your world. You can do whatever you want to it. You certainly can't be with a coward on this one. All you've got to do is turn on something and say, well, you show me a post-apocalyptic world that looks like this. Yes, there is one. Now, the thing that annoys me a little bit before that fall, why I mod it for scenery and that, it's supposed to be 210 years after atomic war. Well, if you go around places like Abernathy Farm and look how they're living, after 200 years, you won't sleep on the floor on a dirty old mattress under a big hole in your roof, would you? You'd at least fix the hole in the roof. You didn't get wet when it rained when you were asleep. It's my only bugbear with Fallout 4 was that. People wouldn't live like that. They'd certainly fix the hole in the roof. Right, so that's our ground done. I'm just going to wipe my hands. And then what we could do is some of your parts that you've already created up. Like I used a couple of rims from tyres. We may even use that. Should we use that as well? That's a bit of real life dead tree. Let's poke him in there as well. And we'll get a couple of rims. Push them in as well. Push that one at an angle. Because over time, things would sink in the ground, things would be overgrown, and that's what we're going to try and achieve with it, is to make it look like this stuff's been here for 200 years. And it's manky and rusty and falling to bits. Right, that's all we can do with that for now. Because we need to leave this for at least 12 hours to fully dry. So what can we do next? Let's put that to one side. Put it somewhere safe. I'll clean my hands first. That's what we can do properly. Dog meat. Now what can we do to improve on dog meat? We could give him his bandana. And for the bandana, what I did was I got a baby wipe and left it to dry, just left it out in the air. So now it's just a dry piece of cloth. And then sort of how big do we want it, sort of thing. Is that going to be about the right sort of size? I reckon that's going to be about the right sort of size for him. So just cut a corner off it. What we want to do then is we want to get a little container. That'll do. And we want to put some water in it. Now, choose what colour bandana you want. I'm going to go with red again. Put some red paint in your water. Give it a good mix. Squidge, squidge. So you end up with, you hit your bandana and you plonk him in. You swirl about. Then what you want to do is you want to take it out and then leave it. Leave it to dry. Right, so we'll put that to one side as well. Right, what else can we do? Well, we could give him some welding goggles. Right, let's have a look. Have I got a big wide one? I reckon that one will do. A bit of elastic band. And then we want some wire. A bit of wire, nice soft wire. Kids are having a little screaming session out there. And, oh, before I forget, don't be like Dave, Dave's an idiot. Clay. As soon as you finish with it, put it in your Ziploc bag. Make sure you get most of the air out of it, and then close it up, and that will stay workable. Alright, we could use that in 12 months' time, and it'll be perfect. Right, so where are they? Oh, there they are. Right then. So we get a bit of wire. And now we need something round that's about well, that paintbrush is slightly smaller than the diameter of the elastic band. So open your elastic band. You don't want it tight, you just want it around Dogmeat's head. So it wants to be about that diameter. So just cut it off. And then work on our wire. Right, so we want to make this into circles. What you're going to do is wrap it 3 or 4 times around a paintbrush that's about the same width, slightly smaller. Then the elastic band. So you make a little spring. And then get your cutters. And cut it once. You only got to cut it once. And now we have rings. That might be a bit too wide, that one there. Yeah, that's a bit too wide. So what we want to do, move down the paintbrush, form the shape, and trim the ends. We'll just trim it there. Now then, is that about the right sort of diameter? I bet that'll about do it. That one. And the same for this one. Put him around the paintbrush again. High up the handle. Trim it. Sit next to it. That one's still a bit big. Just judging the size. Right, now what we want to do, get it in the middle. Super glue. And just drop it on it. And typically my super glue is blocked. My nozzle's blocked. Thing. Oh, we don't want to glue it to the bench. Double like Dave. Dave's an idiot. Right, and just leave that to dry for a minute. So you end up with something like that. And once that's dry, we can attach it to Dogmeat's face. And then we can paint it. So it looks something like that. Now that's not fitting over his eyes properly, so what we might have to do is put a little triangular cut in between the two eyepieces, so it will fit over his nose, over his muzzle, his conch. How's that fit now? Just remember, don't put it tight, because then it'll look out of place, it'll look silly. And as we've cut into the elastic band, we've weakened it considerably and it will just snap. So let's get on top of super glue behind it. What you could also do is flatten one of these out slightly once that's set. Is it set and is it stuck my finger to it? No, right. Still got my finger. Right, so that's the start Dogmeat's welding goggles. You could do at the back then is with one of the other circles, is flatten it slightly to make it more of an oval shape. Trim off the excess and then glue that to the back as if it's a fastening thing at the back of it. The right size. Yeah, it's the right size. Once I stop dropping it. So it looks something like that. Now then, I've still got, because I'm quite lucky, I've still got some of the 2-part resin. What we're going to use this for? We're going to make the lenses. Ah, clever stuff, see? So, let's tidy up a little bit, because I'm, you know me, Dave's messy, Dave's an idiot. Have a swig of my tea. What's that? No, my phone's suddenly sprung to life. Right, it's a time machine. I'm going to go and stop my phone from ringing and making noises, and I'll see you in a minute. Time machine, that was very bizarre. My phone started playing an advert for no apparent reason whatsoever. It's over the other side of the room. We need to do this now. The hairspray has had time to dry before we get on to finishing Dogmeat's goggles. Now, to me, this shape, if you played Fallout 4, Red Rocket truck stop. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this? Part of the rocket that's on the top of the advert, on the top where the pump's at. It's like a piece that's fallen off. So I'm going to paint this red. But we're going to get a thin coat. We're not going to go mad. Literally. We're just going to give it a very thin coat of the red. Because most of this, when this is dry, we're going to take off. Sounds daft, doesn't it? All will become apparent. All you'll think, oh wow, that's cool. Paint chipping is great. It's really, really relaxing as well. It's nothing to be scared of. It's good fun. There's loads and loads of different techniques for chipping paint. You can buy specific products. MIG, do a chipping fluid. You can use salt as a chipping agent. Crushed rock salt, where you put water down, you wet whatever piece you're doing, sprinkle salt on it, leave it to dry so the salt sticks to it, and then paint it, and then use water to take it all off, and you get some nice chipping effects like that. But I actually like hairspray chipping. I find it really therapeutic and relaxing. Right, so we'll give it a thin coat of red, and then we'll leave that to dry. Now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with using products like the MIG chipping fluids. They're fantastic, they are brilliant, they work, they're great, but we're on a budget, so we do it as cheaply and as effectively as we can. That's the whole point of these videos. I could go out quite happily and spend a fortune on proprietary modelling products, but you can't do that. We're stuck to a budget, so this is why we do these things. And hairspray chipping is the cheapest way, and it's effective. So let's put that down there. Right then, let's get on with Dogmeat's welding goggles. So we'll get our 2-part resin. We'll need a bit, so we'll just do it on a bit of greaseproof paper. We literally need a tiny bit like that. And then what we'll do is we'll mix. I'm going to put some smoke colour in mine, quite a bit of it. I want this quite dark. Could just use black paint, but I prefer the clears. Let's mix it together. And what the resin will do is it will still give that glass appearance. I want it to look like smoked glass, which is basically what it is. Now, I know it's very impractical because poor old Dogmeat will be running around banging his head into trees. You can't really see through welding goggles, but it's one of the things we do when we play Fallout. We stick a bandana and welding goggles on Dogmeat and occasionally a pack. Right, so we're going to leave that to dry, propped up so that the resin doesn't run out of it, and then we're going to throw that in the bin. And we'll leave that to dry. So that's about all we can do at the moment, because now all we're doing is waiting for stuff to dry. We're waiting for the tree to dry, we're waiting for the diorama base to dry, we're waiting for Dogmeat's walls to dry. So we'll call that a day for now. And what we'll do in our next episode is we'll get Dogmeat's bandana on. We'll give him a bit of a wash before that. We'll get his bandana on. We'll do the tree, and we'll do all the background for the diorama. And that will hopefully look pretty cool. So I'll see you in our next one. Play your Xbox, play your PlayStation, play your PC games, play Fallout 4. It's a fantastic game. I love it. But go outside, have an adventure, meet new people. Always tell somebody where you're going and what time you're going to be home.